What's up, guys? Hdemarzo here with the Tech Cruiser channel. So some very, very exciting news for iOS users came about and kind of emerged yesterday or the day before. If you use your phone while you're in the car, hopefully you're not texting while you're driving or talking on the phone while you're driving, because those are both illegal. However, if you do use your phone while you're driving in the car, if you have it running your GPS or you have it streaming music or whatever you use your phone for in the car, some changes are kind of coming to the forefront of using your phone in the car, and it's called car mode, or something of the like. I'll get the exact name of the feature for you, but it was called iOS in the car, or eyes free kind of thing. Basically, it ties in with your car's infotainment center. It's more geared toward cars that have touchscreens in the middle. Like Ferrari is one of the companies that is using it. They have a fairly sizable touchscreen in the middle where your music, your radio plays through, or your your navigation. If you have in-car navigation built in, it runs through that. It comes through as a separate app that you can pay for the feature, and it shows up as an icon on your touchscreen, and you hit the button and it brings up so far from what I've seen, the list of compatible services is very limited. Used to the phone, maps, playing music. There's Siri integration. They showed a couple of the apps that they thought might be compatible between your iOS device and car mode. Let's see, what was it? Slacker Radio, I believe, was one. iHeartRadio was another one. It'll also read your text messages. So it's not going to be an exact replica of your phone, but it will enable the most important features that everybody seems to be using while they're in their car. Again, it's all Siri, hands, eyes free, voice guided kind of operation. Press a button on your steering wheel, and Siri comes up and says, "Hello, how could I help you?" That kind of thing. So that's really cool. What else? Oh, the main drawback right now that it exists with this one feature, which is potentially the coolest feature, kind of ever to come to iOS and your car, is the only real drawback that I see is that as of right now, in order to use this feature, you're still required to have your Lightning cable connected to your phone while you're using the car mode. There is speculation, which is probably right on point with a feature that's going to be coming out, is adding Wi-Fi, so that you don't have to have the cable. You can kind of keep the phone in your pocket and use the car mode as soon as you get in the car without taking your phone out of your pocket, which would be ideal. You leave your phone in your pocket and you can get to most everything that you need to get to right on your dashboard, right in your radio. So keep your eyes peeled for that. There's no word on price yet. Nobody's really heard anything. They just announced it yesterday. There's a Volvo video on how it works, and there's a in-car Ferrari demo as to how it works. So those are two really cool features. I'm not sure how needing the Lightning cable is going to work out. Whether they put the lightning connector or the USB connector in your armrest or in your glove box. So that remains to be seen. More than likely it'll be down below, underneath the radio kind of thing. And you just plug it in and you're good to go. But stay tuned for that. Keep your eyes out for that. That should be really interesting to see how the car manufacturers implement that feature without it being too obnoxious or difficult to hook up and use your phone. So that's all we really have right now, as if you needed more iOS in your car. How cool is that? Stay tuned. Let me know what you think. Do you think it's going to be a monumental failure, or are you really excited for this feature? I've been reading some blog posts and some forum posts about it, and people are already complaining about it. Why am I going to be forced into using what Apple wants me to use? I want to be able to do things my way. What if I use Google Maps? That's the other thing. The only Maps app that appear right now to work are Apple Maps, which for me work just fine. Apple Maps and Google Maps, they both have their strengths. They're both really good apps. They're great services, but they both have their drawbacks. So it's not a which one is better. It's which one do you prefer? Which one works for you? And a lot of people have issues and trouble with that point. They want to argue that what they use is the best. Who cares? Does it work for you? Does it do what you need it to do? Then it's the best. If you're an Apple Maps person and it works perfectly for you, then that's the best app. That's the best service. If you're not a Google Maps person, then that's not the best service. It's not about who has the best services, it's about who has the best service for you. I'm the whole arguing back and forth and which one is better and who's better and what's better, save that for the devices. I mean, really, if there's a feature missing on a device, that's a point you can argue. Which service is better? I mean, there's no perfect piece of software. All software has faults. Keep that in mind when you're judging this this Apple Car Mode thing that's coming out. I think it's really cool. I can't wait for them to implement the Wi-Fi or the Bluetooth connection. It's probably going to be a Wi-Fi connection, though it might be a Bluetooth connection, knowing how readily available Bluetooth is, and low power Bluetooth also. That's becoming a very prevalent feature in the mobile market. So keep your eyes peeled, keep your ears peeled. Let me know what you think down below. Drop a comment. Hit the like and subscribe button. So until next time, keep it real.